Sorry. I'm laughing because most of you probably don't know what this is. This is an old friend of mine, a guitar that last made an appearance in one of my videos in 2021. And now, it's dead. But don't worry, we're gonna fix it. And I'm gonna show you how. This is an old Game Time Buddies Guitar Hero guitar. It's a Wii guitar that I use with my RAFnet adapter that I used to play Clone Hero with on my live streams. This was back during a time when things were much different. I was not even a VTuber yet for much of my time playing Clone Hero on stream with this guitar. I was using a body cam with my face out of frame. In fact, this guitar dates back to when I was running Clone Hero on a Windows 7 partition on a 2012 MacBook in boot camp. And I would record the screen by pointing my iPhone 8 camera at it. Yeah. This is an old one. I've privatized my original review of this guitar too because I have fears about showing my face. In fact, my face might be showing on this thing right now. Oh yeah, it definitely is. There's a reflective surface on this. Don't look at that. But that video is delisted due to fears relating to showing my face. But it was a review of this guitar because there was a lot of talk about it at the time. But what happened to this guitar? Well, I don't even remember if this was on stream or not, but at some point in this guitar's lifespan, I had modified it by cutting the silicone behind the buttons. And I did this because the buttons already felt decent enough, but I wanted to make them easier to press so that I could, you know, try hard a little more at Clone Hero. And if I hold the guitar at this angle, you can probably see what the problem is and why this guitar has been sitting in my closet collecting dust. Notice how the blue fret is more recessed than the rest of them, and it doesn't pop back up? Yeah, the blue fret on this guitar is completely cooked. But thankfully, I now have a solution for that. This is the Retro Cult Mods solderless RGB mechanical Guitar Hero guitar modding kit. I forget what exactly it's called. The guitar that I play Clone Hero with currently is this one. This is an official red octane guitar with an Aerosmith faceplate. As you can see, the printing on the front has become quite worn due to the amount of strumming I've done. This is the guitar that this solderless mechanical kit is intended for. But I have been told by a handful of people in the 5-fret community that this Game Time Buddies guitar is similar enough in design to the official Red Octane ones that the kit should fit in just fine, no problem, with the same case modifications that need to be made. And on top of that, this guitar actually has standard Phillips head screws on it, which is a huge bonus because that means I don't have to wait or run to my local hardware store to get a Torx screwdriver. I can just use one of these that I have lying on my desk right here. So, without further ado, I have watched the guide from RetroCult on how to install this mod kit into the guitar. It seems straightforward enough, so why don't we just get to it? Let's start by getting this packaging open. And here we go. We have got our... Ooh, okay. These are very interesting feeling 3D printed frets. We have got a wire splicer right here. That is pretty good. A whole bunch of wires. This is the Zero board with those, I think these are Kalebox Navy switches in them for the strum bar. This is our fretboard. These are a bunch of washers and whatnot, as well as, oh, there are 2 tilt sensors in here too. This is our USB-C cable. Some more wire splicers, and we have got a Retro Cult Mods sticker with this, I think this is supposed to be like a Cthulhu thing. Very cool. And a card showing us how to build this. Right, so to start, I think what I'm going to do is take the faceplate off because it needs to come off in order for the disassembly of this thing to work. I actually do not remember how to remove this faceplate, and I have to do it with a microphone in front of my face. Oh, I heard a pop. That was a good sign. There we go. We got it. Okay, I'm gonna mute my desktop audio because I will be referring to Retro Cult's guide for this thing a lot. Let's just get, I guess this plastic lid and use it to hold all of my screws. Aha, there's one more screw underneath this label right here. That's probably why it was having some trouble coming apart. Have you ever considered the fact that I rarely ever think things through? Because if you haven't, then here's your warning. Take out the foo-foo. Take out the, oh, there it is. Why is this part of the body not coming apart? I swear to the Archons if I need to undo this strap peg. Is that loosening or is it just stripping it? I cannot tell. Is there something holding this together? Take out the foo-foo. Take out the clout chase. Take out the Wi-Fi. Take out the money phone. Okay, we got it. Oh god. Well, that was exactly what I was fearing. There are now screws all over the place, and I think there are some on the floor as well. Well, that's what I get for not thinking this through. It's fine. Bigger screws go in the back. There are only 4 smaller screws, and they go on the joint. Ah, okay, so this strap peg did not have a screw. It just went right there. Something just fell. Oh, it was the last of the bigger screws. Okay, we've got everything in order. This is the inside of the guitar. It is pretty basic, and now I'm just going to get on YouTube and follow the tutorial for this thing. Okay, I'm just gonna get this board out. I think I also need to cut the wires to the whammy, and I don't remember if these 4 screws holding the strum board in need to be saved. I just realized I don't have a wire stripper either, so getting the wires stripped will be a bit of a problem, I think. There's the strum board, and what we need to do is take our diagonal cutters and cut. This is the start select board. We're going to cut that out. This is the whammy assembly right here. And then we are not actually going to be saving the analog stick, but if I ever decide to rewire it up again, I'm just going to cut it so that there's a bit of wire left on it. And that is our old strum board out. Old strum board, go away. Now we can focus on taming this strum assembly. Okay, I've snapped this port out because I think this is where I want the USB-C cable to come out of. This is where the port for the pedal would normally go, by the way, but it was unused for like the entire of Guitar Hero's lifespan. All right. We got our stock strum board out. We're ready to put the 0 board in. Oh, those navy switches feel really good. Okay, so this is supposed to go on here like that. Oh, it sits right on there. Nice. Okay, let's hold that in place. And oh, that feels pretty good already. I like that. I wonder if it lends itself well to rake strumming. Wait, does this 0 board have a terminal for the analog stick on it? Is this 0 board capable of... It is. It has ground, Y-axis, X-axis, and VCC. Okay, maybe I can actually wire the analog stick to this. That's exciting. I just need to make sure the VCC and VDD are supposed to line up. Only one way to find out, I guess. Okay, I actually don't know if I want the strum bar to be a little loose or if I want it to sit firmly there. I'm conflicted, guys. Do you guys remember when you was conflicted? Because I kind of am at this very moment. How am I supposed to go about this? Hold on. That would need to be spliced together and flipped around and flipped over your boxers. Oh no, but we don't have any wires for that, do we? Are these 4 supposed to be for the analog stick? I think these 4 are supposed to be for the analog stick. I don't know. I'm gonna watch through the video and see what happens, but for now, I'm just gonna follow along. All right, where does the whammy need to go? Okay, so the ADC needs to match up to the ADC on the... Wait, this whammy board doesn't have ADC, it just has plus, minus, and ground. Oh wait, it's the center pin to the center pin. Okay, we're gonna try and cut this ribbon cable and separate it apart. Surgical winter. You are hiding a child. Let that boy come home. I've just cut straight through that wire and pushed some of it out. I think I have a wire stripper upstairs. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing with this fucking shit. I'm unprepared. Oh, I'm a fucking dummy. Stupid. Okay, I've got a pair of wire strippers. All right, now we can properly strip these. I have a small enough screwdriver why haven't we cinched this board down yet? At what point in this process do we cinch the board down? Okay, whatever. I'll just figure it out. Okay, which button is which on the start select board? Where did these four... Oh, these 4 screws hold the board down. That's right. Okay, I've located the select button. Now I just need to figure out which terminal that corresponds to on the board. The tracer corresponds to the ground wire, I think. Oh no, those both go to the ground. The select button corresponds to the center pin. Oh no, wait, they're marked plus and minus on the start select board. I'm an idiot. Yeah, because that's the select button closer to the strum bar. And that corresponds to the center pin, which is the minus. So the minus is going to be our select button. Come and get your guitars fixed by me. I know how to work with these things. So we just need to get these stripped down. Stripped down like Linny or Venti on a Saturday night when no one else is home. And the fam is away. And the neighbors are asleep. And I am alone with Linny in the bedroom. Strip the wires down like I would do with Venti, and how I would do it to his clothes with my teeth. Okay, so we've got our start select board wires. We just have the ground, minus, and plus that correspond to the ground, select, and start. Okay, now we just have to do the same for this part. Oh, but there's also the matter of the buttons and the... Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna be setting the body aside for now. Let's get the neck taken care of real quick. This is gonna be kind of a scary one because I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of screws for sure, but I don't know the magnitude of the screwage, and I don't even know if those 3D printed frets are going to fit. Hopefully, all of these Phillips screws in the neck are the same. I mean, they're all Phillips screws. Why wouldn't they be? It's a lot of screwage we are partaking in today, ladies and gentlemen. Screwage. Like I'm screwing the Archon of Mondstadt all night, every night. And if you want to pull a senor on him, we gonna fight. Why is this screw not coming out? Oh, because it's not a screw at all. It's just a piece of plastic. I mean, I had to disassemble this neck before when I wanted to modify the silicone, so I probably shouldn't be too surprised at that. But yeah, that was probably one that I thought was a screw, but actually wasn't. It was a fake. It was an imposter. It was a bit sussy. Right, that's the neck open. That is the old fretboard out. Oh yeah, there it is. It's fallen out. That is the reason why this blue fret was cooked, because I had sliced up the silicone to make these buttons easier to press, and then I just spammed the blue button so much that the little silicone pad thing fell out. I don't need that old fretboard anymore. And I don't think I need these buttons either. I think I want to file down these little raised fret bumps just to make sliding a little easier, because it does make it kind of hard. Sandpaper. Take off the fake fret. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the clout chase. Take off the Wi-Fi. It is doing it. I think I feel this fret noticeably lowered. There's gonna be a lot of black plastic dust all over the Snake Stileo desk in a bit, and I don't know how to address that, and I don't feel like figuring it out. We're raw dogging this like I do to Venti on a Friday night. I need to see if these 3D printed frets will even work. Oh, they work. Yes, that's so good. And they have rounded edges. That is going to be a very good thing for us. I was going to say they do seem to be a little bit raised compared to the stock frets, but no, the stock frets are just raised like that. And I was raised like this into a lunatic on the level of James, only with less technological knowledge. I feel like there should be an easier way to do this, but oh well, it's too late now. And once the moon is mine, the world will do whatever I want to get it back. And I will be the greatest villain of all time. Hello? Hello, Gru? I've been crunching the numbers, and I really don't see how we can afford this. It can't be done. I'm not a miracle worker. Hey, chillax. I'll just take another loan from the bank. They love me. I'm here to apply for a new villain loan. Go by the name of Vector. It's a mathematical term. a quantity representing an arrow with direction and magnitude. Vector. That's me. 'Cause I'm committing crimes with direction and magnitude. Oh yeah, check out my new weapon. Piranha gun. Oh yes. Fires live piranhas. Ever seen one before? No, you haven't. I invented it. You want a demonstration? Shoot. They're so difficult sometimes when you have to get them into the Mr. Gru. Mr. Perkins will see you now. So, all I will need is money from the bank to build a rocket. And then, the moon is ours. That was very good. Very nice, Gru. It's a very great plan. I would like to see this, shrink ray. Oh, absolutely. Will do. Soon as I have it. You don't have it. Yet you have the audacity to ask the bank for money. Apparently, you know the capital that this bank has invested in you, Gru, with far too few of your sinister plots actually turning a profit. The world needs villains that are younger than you, hungrier than you, younger than you. Like that one young fellow out there named Vector. He just stole a pyramid. I got it. I got it. So, about the loan for the rockets. Get the shrink ray. Then we'll talk. Stop playing with me for I turn you to a song. Stop playing with me for I turn you to a song. Okay, running over that now, that is feeling pretty smooth. I may have marred it up just a little bit, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I'm just gonna go over it with some sandpaper to finish it up. That's feeling pretty good. We don't need these stock frets anymore. I guess this is my life now. All right, well, let's get these frets out, as well as the fret circuit board. Those linear switches are feeling quite nice. I have always been interested in what it would be like if this thing were to have tactiles in it instead. It looks like it would be easy to desolder these switches if I really wanted to try switching them out for tactiles. Huh, I'll have to look into that. Anyway, we're gonna drop the buttons in. Hopefully this should just fit. It does. Oh, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm liking how that feels already. Hold on. Okay, so this is the part where some of the screws come back in, so we're actually not using or reusing the stock screws for this. All right, checking for problems, and there are none. It's really easy to slide back and forth with the fake frets filed down. I suspect that I will retain my ability to bullshit on this fretboard like the filthy casual I am. Wow, those switches feel really good though. Holy crap. I really would like to get this analog stick working. The stick needs to be spliced in and then fed through here, which hopefully shouldn't interfere with anything else. Oh, I'm gonna need to put the faceplate back on too. Oh, that's gonna be... okay. I don't know if these wire splicers will fit. Oh no, is there no way to get the analog stick to fit? Because that is the space where the strum bar's gotta go. Oh, come on, did I get my hopes up? Because this ribbon cable doesn't stretch out long enough, and, I mean, maybe I could... I mean, it's only one screw, right? Do I just cut it out? They are so close to each other. I think this one that's higher is the one that the screw actually gets driven into. Okay, so that means I think I can just reach in with this and just cut that out. And hopefully, we should have enough space for these two splicers to go in. This is one of the latches that the... oh, wait, that's one of the latches for the faceplate. Oh, but I would have to cut the faceplate off. Oh wait, but the neck keeps the faceplate held on in that spot. Because if I stick the faceplate through, like so, it's gonna be hard to win with this, isn't it? Yeah, that part of the faceplate actually gets in the way of the... Or does it? Yeah, it kind of gets in the way of the two splicers unless I really tuck them underneath the, dingus. Well, it's modification time. This guitar was gonna have a hard time surviving without it anyway. So now the faceplate has been permanently modified, but good news. I can just route these wires around, pack them in like that, and hopefully there will be enough space inside the guitar body for those to all rattle around. Okay, I think we need to cut this cable down a little bit now. Did I do it bad? No, I don't think so. Thank goodness. Did I just hit my keyboard? Did I terminate anything important by accident? No, I'm still recording. Good. I am cooking. Let me cook. Or maybe not, because I am unfortunately burning the food a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna hope this works, and I won't have completely borked my guitar. Okay, let's see if we can get the RCM programming tool now. This is our programming tool for the guitar. Alright, I do not know what happens to the installation. It is now... I don't know what this is doing. Why has it done that? Well, it's there. Windows is setting it up now. It has disconnected. I don't know why that is, but okay. Hopefully this means the... Yep. Okay, we can configure it now. I just saw the buttons light up. That's green working. That's red working. That's yellow working. That's blue working. That's orange working. Oh, right, the strums. Strum does not seem to be working. Let's configure that if we can. Drum down. How do I reprogram this? Oh no, it is working. Okay. That was a little odd. Orange is working, and I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oh, that's some sort of Fortnite festival thing. Okay, well, I don't need to worry about that. As expected, the analog stick doesn't work. So that extra effort I went to was for nothing. And I appear to have reversed the start and select buttons. Oh yeah, I was an idiot. I did this completely wrong. Got that fixed up, and now the start select controls are no longer reversed. That's good. The whammy is kind of loose in there because I haven't refastened the back case yet. But the axis seems to work. Kind of disappointing that the analog stick doesn't seem to work, but it makes no difference. Why does it say that D-pad right is constantly being held? Hold on, that might be a problem. Does that perhaps have to do with the analog stick? Why is that constantly being held? Okay, let's just disable the D-pad then. I don't understand the strum controls either, and why the thresholds are doing weird shit like that. But it seems to work in the button tester. LEDs are working. I don't know why the LEDs are always on. Oh no, that's just the way it's done. For some absurd reason. But everything should be working, I think. Okay, so now, for the time being, our next step is to just get the wires in and figure it out from there. This has taken quite a bit longer than I was initially foreseeing. Alright, nothing seems to be in the way of the screws on the back side of the case, so I think it's time to also put that back on. Of course, it doesn't have to be that easy. No. Why would it? Is there something stuck? Does something not fit together quite right? Nah, there's no way, right? Oh. Duh, I had to bring the thing back. Alright, let's not pinch our USB cable, please. Thank you. Stuff feels a little raised up in there. I don't know what could be wrong. I mean, that's working. That's good. I actually do not know why this is suddenly not fitting. Because those two bits go on the... I don't think the board should be in the way of anything. What is this guitar doing to me? Why is it doing this? You should just go back together and not be doing this kind of thing. There are seams. It is not fitting together perfectly, and that bothers me. Oh no, we're good. Okay, all the stuff seems to be well in place now. Let's test that theory with one of our screws. I would hope that that USB-C cable doesn't get backed out. And of course, right as I'm doing all this, I forget to do the 4 screws in the front. Do I worry about that? Well, I can pull the neck out and address it with a faceplate right now. Well, I have no way of knowing if those screws are solidly tapped in or not. But it should be good enough for now. And here we go. I think. All right. Well, we got the mechanical frets with the LEDs in them. Working. Wow, that strum bar feels fantastic. Oh my god. That is actually the best strum bar I've ever felt. Start and select seem to work fine. Analog stick is just a sacrifice. Alright, I'm going to get this configured, make sure it's working right, and then fire up Yarg. I'll see you in a bit. All right, well, now that we've got the completely finished mod, let's play some damn Yarg. I can already feel the buttons just from having tested them and set up some last-minute configurations, so I think it will be worth it. Let's launch it, and hopefully this works. Okay, it's working. Let's go. Okay, I'm not quite used to the feel of these buttons yet, but they are it's so hard to describe. They are much lighter to press. I may also be a little out of practice. I feel like sanding down the little bumps between the frets really helps with my, bullshitting my way through stuff. Oh my god. I really just slid my way through that. Holy shit, tapping feels so much easier on this thing. I overstrummed on the last bit, but that's okay. Wow. Come on, I know I can do that. I've done it before on a non-modified guitar. There we go. Oh, I got a 2x. I got a 2x on that. That's kind of hard to do with 4 of my fingers, but I don't think I've ever gotten a 2x on that pattern. Yeah, I just one-handed that trill like it was nothing. Well, it took a little bit of adaptation, but I think I could totally get used to this. I'm gonna have to do a live stream with this soon. We're just gonna play a bunch of shit. I don't care if the VOD gets blocked or whatever the fuck, but I'll have to do a bunch of training with this guitar to see if I can actually level up a little bit with these new mech frets. They feel pretty good, honestly. Like, you know what? I'm not too bothered by the fact that they use linears instead of tactiles. With the bumps between the frets sanded down, it is really easy to just bullshit everything. But that'll be about it for today's video. Hopefully there will be a stream about this soon. I will create the watch page when that happens. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, everyone. I will talk to you all later.